We begin with breaking news. Prime Minister Mark Carney's first budget includes billions of dollars in new spending to try and chart a path forward for the country in the wake of a trade war with the United States. And while it focuses on driving economic growth, the plan to find billions in savings will be felt here in our region, with more public service cuts on the way. The government plans to spend $141 billion in new measures over the next 5 years. That will be offset by $51.2 billion in savings. The deficit is projected to be $78.3 billion in 2025-2026, and that is significantly higher than what was forecast last year. When it comes to job cuts, the budget includes a plan to reduce the size of the federal public service by an additional 28,000 jobs by the year 2029. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne says the budget is about making investments in Canada.
Bold and swift action is what is needed. To weather the storm of uncertainty, we will not lower ourselves, Mr. Speaker. Quite the opposite. We will raise them to catch the winds of economic change because we believe in Canada.
What's still not clear is if the Liberal minority government will have enough votes to pass the budget, but there could be some interesting political moves on the horizon that could help with that. We'll discuss with CTV's senior political correspondent Mike LeCouture momentarily. Right now, though, reaction to the plan from the opposition on Parliament Hill.
And on behalf of all the Canadians who can no longer afford to eat, heat, or house themselves because of Liberal inflation, we Conservatives cannot support this costly Liberal budget.
After having met with our caucus tonight, we could vote in favor of this budget.
We're going to talk to Canadians, particularly working Canadians, and review this budget to see if this budget passes our lens of whether it works for working Canadians.
As it stands right now, would you vote no on the budget?
Absolutely.
With that, the make or break confidence vote will begin. The finance minister saying nothing in this budget should come as a surprise, but Canadians could still be thrusted into a snap December election if it doesn't get the backing of the House. The Liberals campaigned on caps, not cuts, and there could be a political push to hold them accountable on that front. CTV's Austin Lee joins us live in studio with more on the impacts here in Ottawa and the planned public service cuts, Austin.
Yeah, Stefan, you mentioned moments ago, if the budget is passed, job cuts, they are coming, but not at the same rate as what was originally feared by the Public Service Alliance of Canada. The government is also offering early retirement incentives for workers over 50 years old in an effort to reduce the size of the public service by nearly 30,000.
The Liberal government's first budget in over a year and a half is looking to slash the public service.
So we'll have a big impact on the Ottawa-Gatineau area.
The goal? Bringing the government workforce down to 330,000, a drop of 28,000 by 2028-29, or nearly 8%. 16,000 of those positions coming through job cuts, with another 12,000 through voluntary leave, early retirements, and attrition.
In terms of the likely impact in Ottawa, it's going to be about 14,000 FTEs over this period, 2024 to 2028.
As for executives within the public service, the budget calls for a reduction of 1,000 total positions over 2 years. It isn't clear how much the government expects those job reductions will save or which departments will be impacted.
Are we finding the right balance between asking a younger demographic to contribute, asking an older demographic to contribute, and then trying to find efficiencies within the civil service itself and how much they're going to contribute? I hope that we can find even better balance going forward than we did in Budget 2025.
In all, the plan is to reduce government spending by $13 billion annually in 3 years. Part of those savings coming by indexing disability pension benefits to the Consumer Price Index for serving and retired RCMP members. The government says this will save $5.8 billion over 4 years.
They won't see increases at the same rate as they saw before. And as a result, the government will save billions. That's certainly bad news for disabled RCMP pensioners. And it's interesting that they in particular have been targeted to fund some of these program changes.
The budget also leans into an increased use of artificial intelligence in an effort to streamline and automate government operations.
It's not simply about we're going to replace the humans with AI. In many cases, you can assist and augment the work of humans with AI tools. So I think that's some of the more interesting use cases.
Now, the budget also promises changes to how much money federal workers pay into the Canada Pension Plan to, quote, save federal employees up to $1,100 in annual pension contributions while maintaining their pension benefit levels. The budget points to an uptick in CPP payments in 2019, which led to workers paying more than what they needed to. Stefan.
All right, CTV's Austin Lee reporting live after a long day in lockup. Thank you, Austin.